what is Belichick's process going to be? I know, you know Bill, and you mentioned about how I've been around the guy and know him, but does anybody know what his process is of evaluation and thought is going to be, what he needs to see, what you think he's going to go on with gut feel, and how much that's going to be part of the equation? Any idea on that front, Tom?
I think he loves this.
I bet.
Being enigmatic and having people go, what's Bill going to do? He has no doubt embraced that element of his brand that he has developed. So he loves it. And he'll love the interplay that we're going to engage in over the next however many days.
Even though he might outwardly not seem to love it.
He's going to love it. I can't wait. I can't wait until these idiots start asking me. But there is a competitive advantage, too. If you're Brian Flores and you have to keep sitting here seeing Cam Newton play the first quarter with all the ones, and it might happen again next week against New York, well, then you have to go into week one preparing for quarterback draws and read option and a running quarterback as opposed to, a Tom Brady extra light who is going to process and throw darts at your defense. So there's a competitive advantage that Bill Belichick might very well wring every moment out of that he can. And I can see how this is going to go for about another 2 or 3 weeks.
So, best guess, we're going to go into week one and that lead up post Labor Day to week one against the Dolphins. He's going to call those cards close to the vest, right? Like we won't know. There's no reason for him to make any move, any decision, any announcement. Give us anything we want.
A dumb question, Rich. Teams don't have to announce their starting quarterback, do they? No, they don't.
What's the upset? Unless they want to give their 53 men and everyone else in the building a little bit of guidance, but they'll know that by who takes the ones, right? And anybody who breathes anything to their friends, parents, agents, and what have you, and that gets out, they will have to fear the wrath of Belichick coming down from the mount, right? Like that's the way it'll probably lead up to week one. Best you can tell right here.
Us out of practice, right after stretching. We don't see any ones and twos. So it's not like we're going to be reporting on it. We're going to be trying to ferret it out. But, what's the upside of telling Tom Curran who you think the starter is going to be up against your paycheck? Nah.
So how are you going to ask the question, Tom? You want me to be Belichick? You want to practice? No, I don't think you need it. But, I mean, because we're going to see that. I mean,
Bill, there's let's see. Let's do this.
Okay. Think about it. Don't ask a yes or no question because he'll stick that one aside. The way to go is to try and go nostalgia. What did you do back in that day and try to get him started?
I don't think that stuff applies, Rich.
Okay.
This is 2021. I'm not talking about, Phil Simms and Jeff Hostetler.
All right, we're all grasping at straws, Tom. All right.
We're going to go with Bill. Clearly, Mac Jones has appeared to be the better thrower, better decision maker, and more accurate. If you always do what's best for the team, and we know that that's the case, in 2021, can you explain why Cam Newton would be a better option to start than Mac Jones?
Well, I mean, we just, evaluating and just looking at the film and, we'll just take a look at it. I mean, that's your opinion. I mean, we're looking at all
that, and I'm sure we all value that, Tom. I'm sure everybody's dying to know exactly how you see it breaking down.
You don't need me to play Bill. You got both parts.
I've seen this movie.
You've been part of this movie. Oh, it's going to be great theater.
And then you know what sucks, Rich, is
what,
then
Tom?
That whatever answer you get, you run the risk of being the lead story on Twitter or wherever that day. Are you mentally prepared for that as a reporter?
Yeah. Just sacrifice Mike Reese. Just throw him out there. Like, you know what I mean?
Hide behind him.
Like, hey, Mike, I got a question you should ask Bill.
I can do a Reese for you, too. Hey, Bill, we got to start somebody on Sunday. Feeling like it could be Mac.
Send Breer out there.
One of my very best friends. But.
Send Breer out there. He's number one in their hearts already anyway. So let's just send him out there.
No, Mac.
This is great. We're getting it all from Tom Curran. 2-drink minimum. Tom Curran has appeared here on the Rich Eisen Show.
Tip your waitress.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.